my dear?
A bit. Mostly I feel silly in this dress.
Isabel, we're here to celebrate, not to climb trees in your orchard. Besides, you look radiant. Elrath himself smiles on the Griffin Empire today.
We are gathered here today to witness the marriage of our beloved sovereign, Nikolai, King of our Holy Empire, to our fair lady, Isabel, Jewel of the Greyhound Duchy.
Oh God! Take Isabel to safety!
No! Nikolai!
Come then, quickly.
Behind you!
The city is under siege. We must retreat to the Summer Palace.
No! I can't leave him!
Come, this is war, and you are not a warrior.
I wish I was, Godric. Perhaps I should be.
And welcome all to a new Let's Play of Heroes of Might and Magic 5, or V if you want to call it that. Now without further ado, let's get straight into this because this game is exceedingly long. It also has 2 expansions which are also very long but not quite as long. Now there are 4 difficulty settings: easy, normal, hard and heroic. Each difficulty setting, the easier it is, the more troops you have to begin with, the more resources you have to begin with, the smaller the armies tend to be in random encounters, and apparently there's an AI change, but it doesn't seem to take effect because the AI seems to pretty much do a set number of things on easy or normal as far as I've seen. Hard or heroic, I won't know because I'm incredibly incompetent, and as such, we shall be playing on easy. Don't worry, I'll probably still fail enough as it is anyway. I may like this game, but I'm bad at it. So let's begin with the campaign. As you can see, there are 6 campaigns. I almost said 5, but then I quickly counted. That was important. We shall start with the Queen. A king falls, so a queen rises. And then we should be starting with the Queen. Good consistency we have going here. Mission 1, the Queen of Haven campaign, that's the name of the town. The invasion of the demons is grim news for the Griffin Empire. King Nikolai has been forced to postpone his wedding. Rushing to the front line to lead his knights into battle. Waiting expectantly in the safety of the summer palace at Whitecliff, Lady Isabel receives joyful tidings. Now what we see here, straight off the bat, is combat. It is almost identical to the combat in the game, so let's take a look at it and explain what's going on roughly. That's a blessing spell. It increases the damage that those troops can deal. I think by a set number. That's another one that increases it by about 6 each, I think it is. So that makes them do max damage. That one increases it by a certain number. I might have that mixed up. Griffin launches into the air. Wow, he casts an ice ball spell. This marksman is being a silly boy and has attacked a succubus, which will counterattack many people. You don't want to do that in the game. and the Arg Devil pretty much just kills anything it hits. It's their best troop, and very difficult. Now that isn't the case. Those Cerberus don't get retaliated against when you're actually playing, but for some reason it does in this animation. Yes, cheer. Be happy. You killed people. And that's an Archangel who is overpowered and as such brings those dudes back to life. Yeah, sucks to be you, mate. And here he casts one of the most powerful spells in the game that kills everything on the map, but for some reason doesn't affect his guys. Again, that's not true in actual combat. This guy has a slightly different version. This one, Word of Light I think it's called, kills any infernal creature and undead creature. Oh no, we're both out of troops. But we have griffins! So he loses. Ah, griffins. That's no gilder. That was truly righteous. And now we shall be going into some actual dialogue. So let us be a bit quiet.
You've been acting a bit oddly, Beatrice. Are you feeling well?
Me? Oh, well, I'm homesick, I suppose. Feeling edgy and bored.
It may be boring, ladies, but at least it is far from the war.
Not for long. Another messenger arrived this morning. The demons have taken Hardwick and Thornham. Either we go to war, or war comes to us.
Any news of Nikolai?
He's fine, but, milady, he's young and unsure of himself. He's too embarrassed to ask for help. I know he forbade us to leave.
And we shall obey him. Young or not, he is the king. You were ordered here, and I was ordered to protect you. It's quite simple.
But the Empire is in peril. Shouldn't we do something?
Why was Nikolai so opposed to asking the elves and the mages for help? Or the dwarves?
The elves have been slow to recover from the last war. The mages, blasphemers led by Cyrus, a man with delusions of godhood. Besides, Nikolai hasn't forgotten that Alaron and Cyrus came back alive from the War of the Eclipse, but his own father did not.
Still, if he were here, he might command us differently.
Perhaps, if it really is that bad.
2 more towns, Godric. How bad must it be?
Please, Godric, though you do not like him, take word to Archmage Cyrus. Their magic would be of great help against the demons.
There is wisdom in what you say, but that's Cyrus, and the king's orders.
For the Empire, Godric, which is greater than any one king, even one we love so dearly.
As you wish, milady. Griffin Eternal!
And what about us? Shall we take word to the elves?
You should. You have the wisdom to negotiate with Alaron, and are practiced in the art of diplomacy. As for me, I've always felt more comfortable in a camp than at court.
But we could go together.
Me? Go to Ireland? Beatrice, I'm surprised at you. At the Abbey, you were so overprotective.
You'll stay here, then?
Not at all. I shall raise a militia. That is more suitable to my talents.
That's too dangerous.
I shall be surrounded by soldiers in the heart of the Griffin Empire. Safer than anywhere else, I think.
As my queen commands.
Go quickly. You will find me somewhere between here and the battlefield. To war!
To war.
To war! Yes, let's begin the actual game. The Week of Roy. That's not too bad. As you can see, this is the game world. It's on a map, and this is Isabel, our hero. Let's look at her. She's a level 1 knight. Well, she said she wanted to be a warrior, and it looks like her dream's coming true. At the moment, we have a very small army. Only 3 footmen and 1 squire. And these are our skills. We have basic counter-strike. This allows you to tell a unit to counterattack anything that hits it, but I don't really like it myself. I don't find it too useful. And advanced leadership, this is very good. It increases the morale of all your armies by 2, that allows them to get extra turns if they benefit from a good heroic chance. A good morale chance, not heroic chance. And her special gives us 250 gold a day as well as some cheaper training. That's very handy. With 250 gold a day apart, of course. Let us read her biography, because we can. Isabel, the only child of a ruling family of the Greyhound Duchy. Isabel was brought up in isolation, surrounded by nannies and servants. Now the war has come, the young queen feels driven to go to the aid of the Empire. Dedicated to her goals, Isabel exploits the few things she has, her wealth and nobility, without hesitation. So let us begin. My green bar is our time, you'll see it go down when we move. And we get peasants joining us. Hello, peasants. And as you see, the fog of war gets revealed when we move. There are several options in the game, which we will quickly check. Quick combat, we don't want that. Some quick scrolling. We can make the battle speeds go a bit quicker, but then you can't actually see what happens. If we change that, you get a time limit on your turns. I don't like that. Show grid you don't need, but it will show you the grid. You'll see the combat later. Yes, and movement speed again. If I had that as the fastest, you won't actually be able to see anything I'm doing properly. I like to be able to see what I'm doing. As you can see, we don't have enough movement speed points, so we need to wait a day. Days go very fast in this game. Let's continue looking, because we find gold everywhere we go. Gold! Yes, I was quickly checking my microphone did come on. I need to check things like that when I continually turn it off for cutscenes. Now, touching this banner will give us 1 extra morale and 1 extra luck until the next combat, as well as giving us some extra movement speed. Ah, footmen! Hello! And here is a peasant hut. These will give us peasants for free. The same thing will affect all tier 1 troops. I'll talk about the tiers later, when we have a town. And here we can buy footmen, which we will do because footmen are awesome. Hello, peasants! Ah, I love it how peasants keep joining me. Ooh, there's another sign here. I missed a sign up there that basically said, go this way. And we will wait a day again. See, what is week of Roy? The week of the final exams of the Silver City's apprentice magicians. Oh, game, you silly. And we gain some wood, which we're not just going to use because we can't actually build anything on this map. This is just a quick tutorial map. What's going on?
Get off our fields! We don't want you here!
This is my land.
What do you mean by this disobedience?
They say the war goes badly, milady.
No, it goes well.
We hear that the demons are killing everything and eating the dead. We don't want to
Well,
go.
you're gonna go.
Cowards! The Griffin Empire shall emerge victorious.
Well then, they can do it without us. We're staying here. Now get off our land.
Is this how you obey your
You will
queen?
fulfill your oaths to your lord, even if you must do it in chains. Take them.
Yes, let's kill them all. I mean, take them, not to kill them, obviously. Haha, we wouldn't do that. Oh wait, we are. This is combat. As you can see, the first troops we get are peasants, so they get to move first. Let's go. If we had show grid, it will show this grid the entire way across, which I don't like. I prefer to see the ground. We'll move the squires, even though we've only got 1 of them. As you can tell, we've got 27 peasants, 1 squire, and 14 footmen. This isn't their HP, since their HP is shown there instead. Peasants are very weak, we only have 3. Footmen, however, have 16. It's much better. Go, peasants! Kill them all! Nope, you only killed 9. Our hero can attack this, you may have noticed. In previous Heroes and Might and Magic games, that wasn't the case, but we could cast spells. Even though our hero is very weak at the moment, but she is only level 1, so we'll let that slide. Here is a windmill that gives us random resources each week. It gave us 4 sulfur, which we don't need, but would be very useful. Ah, more peasants to join us. And more footmen! Welcome, footmen. And we've already accomplished one of the objectives, which I didn't show you. Assemble 25 footmen, 100 peasants, and I must survive. That's basically the same for every single map. It says, your hero must survive. Almost coughed. That could have been bad. Ah, the week of deadly calm. It might sound bad, but it's the week where nothing really happens. Ah, 1 footman. I'll take you. Let's go this way. Ah, more peasants. How dare you not join me? You'll die now. You have to move your troops before every battle, which is helpful. You couldn't do that in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, which is the only other one I played. I played 4 a bit, but I couldn't quite get used to it. Despite many people saying it's the best. Opinions, I suppose. Well, thanks for not attacking my peasants, because I probably would have lost one if you did. I talk about the each character's special ability when it happens. Ah, what you saw then was a morale boost. That mostly came from my leadership bonus, since it gives me extra morale. As you can see there, I have 2 positive morale. That gives 20% chance of getting a morale boost during combat. And a morale boost, when it happened then, would make the army's turn come quicker. Well, their following turn come quicker, which is very helpful. If you get a negative morale boost, then you waste the turn. It can't happen, which is very bad. But alas, we will never get low morale, because we will also always go for good leaderships. You get negative morale if you do bad acts, like if you desecrate tombs and stuff like that. So if we avoid doing that, then you usually never fall below 0 morale, unless the enemy does it to you. Ah, peasants! Welcome, peasants. Let us continue spending days killing dudes. I don't know why these peasants don't want to join me. I mean, go to war. Get killed for me, like my peasant did earlier. He was awesome. We're just gonna wait turns here. It's quicker than moving. This one squire isn't very powerful, since there's only one of them. Oh, I could have actually attacked him. Oh well, I didn't. Kill them all! Congratulations. Ah, we're not leveling up yet. We will level up eventually. Ooh, zombies. Now these dudes will just attack us straight off the bat, because zombies don't like the living. Even though saying that, some zombies do flee from battle. But don't make me say crude things. Zombies are the second tier, like footmen are, and they're basically the same. As you can see, we have them enrage. We have enrage. You'll see what enrage does when we kill one of these. Also, I don't know why Fraps thinks that I have 150 frames per second. It's limited to 30. I could limit it higher, but there's no real point. Anyway, kill one dude for me. As you may have noticed, and their number has now gone green. That means we have a buff. For them, it is enraged. When one army dies, like that one just did, they will gain power, more attack power, and the like. And to only have one of those, it doesn't really do much. But these guys can kill them. And morale boost again. Those footmen really want to go to combat. Oh, we leveled up, and straight off the bat we got basic luck. I love having luck, and we all get that. No ifs and no buts, we will have luck. I didn't explain earlier, but I will explain now. But you can only have 6 things, and as you see there, special and racial, those question marks are other racial abilities that go with basic Counter-Strike, which are, if it opens up. There you go, Retaliation Strike, Benediction, Expert Trainer. Those 3 would go there. And if you have all of those, and you have the correct setup of abilities, you can get her ultimate ability, the exclamation mark. For most races, that is amazingly good. For knights, it's not very good. It basically just makes her Counter-Strike more effective. A lot more effective, but since I don't use it, it's useless. So I'll be going with what I want with this character, which is what I tend to do anyway. Even though what I want is probably the same that gets it. Oh, 6 footmen. That's a lot of footmen, and I will take you. And yes, days really do go flying past. We're already on week 2 at the moment. That tends to be how these games work. 7 peasants, why do you not want to join me? You get to die now. Think more about it, lads. Hey, kills 0 to 2 guys, don't know why I said 1 then. That was the worst mistake of your lives. They're about numbers and armies, by the way. Even though the number is the best stat by far, it isn't doubled. For example, if you face an army that has double the number of units you do, Hall of Heroes, I like the name of that, then you don't actually have double their attack power, if that makes sense. You have about 3 or 4 times as much. I don't know exactly what the number is, but basically, it kind of scales exponentially, I suppose. Week of a Hamster, I like that week. Weekly Hamster and Berserk Combat Hamster production doubles. Ah, game, why are you so silly? Join me, and together we shall take the battle to the enemy. And men have cake. I give all my dudes cake, because they need it. More zombies down here, let's kill them. And there's a chest. Chests are very good. We'll see why in a minute. Charge to battle, lads. You might notice then that they only move 1 space. The AI you can kind of trick by moving your dudes a specific number of steps towards them, because usually they'll try and get to a position where they can attack you next round, but still be far away from you. But as a result, you can kind of trick them to not go very far and then move your guys back to give your archers more time to kill them. We won't be doing that yet though, because it's not really needed. Hello lads, kill them for me, really. Nice. These normal zombies aren't like the superior version we saw last time. Which are those ones? And here we have a chest which we can't take yet. Why, game? Oh, only 500? Damn you. Alas, we get 500 experience. That's nice. You can either pick to take gold, if you're a fool, or you can take experience, which is far more handy. Can I attack you yet, Garrison? Nope. Obligatory waiting. It says you basically need a bigger army. So let's go get one. If we go to our fairy shrine, we can get extra luck for our next battle. Haven't explained luck yet, but we'll see it when we get an actual bonus to it. We shouldn't be too long since we have basic luck. Oh, 20 footmen game, you spoil me. You spoil me with those bonuses. And as we're close, we may as well get the peasants as well. We should have enough troops for it now. The game will pretty much go, okay, go past. Oh, we leveled up. Basic attack or basic attack is very useful, and we'll be getting that. It basically increases the amount of damage you do, and the bonuses are amazing. Even though states is very good, but since you already have leadership, we'll be getting that a lot on that side. It's best to go for the best skills first. Wow, I've gotten very good luck actually to get luck and attack straight away. Week of trade. That's an okay week if you need to trade resources. But alas, we can't do anything with it. But it's not a disease week at least. Oh, disease weeks, you don't want to see them. Actually, you probably do because you're a masochist like me. But trust me, they're bad. They're the worst weeks in the game. And we'll no doubt get screwed over by them at some point. And I missed that gold! Oh, how could I miss gold that I don't need on this map? So close to losing it. Alas, let's continue. By the way, these will probably be 30-minute videos, because you know, if you try and record too much of fraps, then the file size gets so ridiculous. But alas, we can attack now. We're against peasants, conscripts, more peasants, and footmen. Footmen are the ones that are actually going to cause us some problems. Because everyone else we can basically just beat to the floor. Oh, come on guys, where's my morale boosts? Go! Kill them all! Try them to die. Whoops, you died. Sorry about that, mate. As you can see, we can either kill 33 of those, or only 7 of those can have a lot higher defense and HP and everything. Let's just get rid of the peasants. Oh, and he had a good luck. That good luck makes it do double damage. And he did it again, as you can see, he killed 11 people when he was only able to kill 7 earlier. And he lost some people, which is great. Come on guys, let's kill these. So yes, when we get expert luck, we get a 30% bonus chance of being able to get a good luck, which is very helpful. You just back away. I don't want you to die. No, I said back away. Silly morale boosts. Oh, don't know why you attacked him. Oh, poison, you never retaliated, makes sense. And we left death and destruction in our wake, and we won the level. Ooh, soldier's luck. But we get basic light magic. And we're just going to go straight for that. Even though I didn't actually get a chance to pick it. Thanks, game.
That should be enough troops, I think.
Thanks.
But if I don't lead them myself, they'll desert along the way. I'll be with you soon, Nikolai.
Yeah, don't desert us.
Hooray! Griffin Eternal!
Griffin Eternal! And we won the level, and apparently we didn't actually get that spell. I really hope I didn't screw me over in some way of not being able to get the move. I don't know, but alas, that is the end of this. And we'll be going on to the next level in the next mission, which is going to be a lot longer. And I think the first time we get a town, which is amazing. Alas, let us quit. Farewell until next time.